Good to Erev Shabbos. This week's Parshas, Parshas Ki Seitzei. Parshas Ki Seitzei is a jam-packed Parsha. There's actually tons in it, but one of the things that we talk about is the pasuk says that if you see your friend's donkey or his ox that it fell down, then you shouldn't ignore it. And hakim takim ima, you should help him pick it up and help him out. In modern times, we would say if someone's having car trouble, you should go and help him out. You can't just ignore it. You can't just look to the side. But Rashi has an interesting insight. Rashi says, "Hakim takim imo," that if you see that something fell, imai im ba'alav, you should help him with the owner. But if he's just saying, well, you have the mitzvah to do it anyway, so you'll just do it, if that's what the owner is saying, then you're patur, then you're exempt from the mitzvah. You do not have to do it. So we see from here, we see it in Hilchas Tzedakah also. I think the Klei Yakar brings that when a person needs help, if the person is reaching out for help and they are trying to help themselves, then you have an obligation to help them. But not if someone's just laying back and doing nothing to help themselves. Of course, if they're not capable of helping themselves, it's a different story. But if a person is capable and they are purposely just sitting back and waiting for someone to help them, you don't have the same obligation. Ramesha Soloveitchik has an interesting addition to this, and he says as follows: just like the halacha is hakim takim imai, we only have the responsibility to help if the person whose load fell off, the person whose car broke down, is trying to help themselves, then we have the obligation to try to help him. For a person who's trying to help themselves, we try to help them. So too, now we're in Chodesh El. That's spiritually, this is what we say to the Rabbeinu Shalom. We say to the Rabbeinu Shalom, please Hashem, help us, and we daven and we say, give us this, give us that. And the Rabbeinu Shalom is there to help, and the Rabbeinu Shalom will help us, but only if we help ourselves. Hashem helps those who help themselves. And Ramesh Soloveitchik says that's how you could read the pasuk that we say in LeDavid. It seems to be a double lashon. One thing I ask of Hashem, that's the thing that I ask Him. What does that mean? What's that double lashon? So Ramesh Soloveitchik explains that what it means is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I'm just asking you one thing. I'm just asking you one thing, and that is to help me with Isa Avakesh, with the thing that I am asking for. I'm doing it. I'm trying to do my best in something, and we just asked Rabbi Shalom to help us do it, not to give us something, just to help us do it. We're doing everything we can, and Rabbi Shalom, we're saying, please help me do it. It's the same thing that we have in this pasuk of Hakim Takim Imai. Just like we have an obligation to help someone who is trying to help themselves, we ask the Rabbeinu Shalom the same thing. Please help us. We are trying to help ourselves, so let's make sure that we are trying to help ourselves, that we are trying to do whatever we can on a spiritual level, so that we have the right and to ask the Rabbeinu Shalom to help us achieve that goal. Have a wonderful Shabbos.